everybody and welcome to Taff's Words. This is quite rightly put signings, quite simply because we actually got 2 signings over the line today, which is great news, absolutely great news of course. I mean, we need to swell the ranks. Obviously there's only 18 players, well before the news came out today there was only 18 players available to us in our actual senior squad. Now, 2 players hidden, but 1 player out, and I'm a bit disappointed about this one. Corey Whiteley has gone to Boreham Wood on loan. Good luck to him there, obviously. I hope he does well and he can come back and prove his worth. Or maybe it's just to cover his wages until we can get him off the books. I don't feel he's really had much of a chance to prove himself in the first team game, in any first team game, or in many first team games is what I meant to say. Whether he wasn't impressing the staff in training, well, we won't know. His loan from last season, again, we don't know. You know, I didn't really see any reports on how well he did whilst out on loan. So maybe, I mean, for Boreham Wood, who are trying to push for the Football League at the moment, I think it's 2 years in a row that they've missed out on playoffs. There's got to be something about him. Obviously, he's got pedigree in that division, so I'm quite certain that that's basically swayed them to come for him. I'd be absolutely shocked if they weren't covering all of his wages, on our part at least. But the thing is, the 2 players are coming now. We've got Ryan Taylor, who's a striker, who looks as though he's going to be a direct replacement for Jamil Matt. Now, he seems as though he's a similar type of player, big, strong, and can hold the ball up. He's 32 years old, which means he's, well, we'll wait and see if he's over the hill or not. But his goal-scoring record doesn't look awesome. I think he scores in 1 every 4 games on average, looking at his stats on Wikipedia. But Jamil Matt had a similar scoring record and banged in 20 goals in his first season with us. So if he's used in the right way and we adopt a similar style to our playoff, almost successful playoff campaign during that season, if we adopt this similar style, then maybe he may thrive on that and get his fair share of goals and hopefully get his fair share of assists as well, as Jama did. I mean, Ryan Taylor played for, Rotherham, Bristol City, Portsmouth, Oxford, Plymouth. So he's been at a lot of, sort of prestigious Football League clubs. So, he's learned his trade at some good places. His goal-scoring record at Pompey was particularly good. I think it was 2014-15 he was playing at Portsmouth. He had a decent scoring record at Rotherham, which is where he's from. So it looks promising on that part, I'd say, I mean, he was playing first team for Plymouth last season. He played against us at Rodney Parade. So there's got to be something about him, and Flinny's brought him in. So welcome to the club, Ryan, and we obviously wish you all the best. Now, we got a signing from the non-league. We got a gentleman called David Long King, who was a centre-back, 25 years old, and from St Albans. Now, the usual tripe that we get from our supporters is, why are we signing players from non-league? Well, you have a little look at the likes of DJ Campbell, Jamie Vardy, Chris Smalling. Who else? There's a lot of players out there who've made it through the ranks in non-league. Charlie Austin's one of them, obviously. I'm sure Charlie Austin came from St Albans, or one of them. There's a top player who's come through non-league who actually came through St Albans. I'm certain of it. Or I think it's St Ives. Either way, there's plenty of talent in the non-league. They just need to be given the chance on the higher stage. Like Jamie Vardy obviously did that well in the conference, that Leicester gave him the opportunity. Lord behold, 2 or 3 years later he's winning the Premier League, getting capped for England, and now he's finished with the Premier League Golden Boot and under his under his belt. So slagging the club off for picking up players from non-league is, for me, a daft argument. saying, oh, we should be signing players from, above. Well, first of all, they cost a lot more money for one. Second of all, like I said, it is, I know our recruitment hasn't been the best over the last few years, and whenever we have nipped someone from the non-league, they've not always turned out great. But Connor Washington was a fantastic depths of non-league signing. He was actually from St Ives, who I think are in a lower division than St Albans. So it just goes to show there's talent out there in the non-leagues, and if we pick up a good one here, and he's only 25, we could have a really good centre-back for years to come. Got to give the guy the chance, that's the big thing. Now, it looks as though both signings have been assisted with by elite management, who have something of somewhat controversy around the Newport County supporter base. A lot of people tend to slag them off and hold them responsible for poor recruitment choices. I believe a company like theirs, obviously they're looking for clubs for their players, but at the same time they're looking for destinations for players from clubs, basically like us. Elite management apparently help with a lot of our loan players, getting players out on loan, saving a bit of money, all that sort of stuff, on wages, so we can bring better players in. Look, at the end of the day, I haven't got no beef with elite management, but for some reason our supporters have. Make of them what you will. But, elite management, there's a lot of companies out there like them. There's agents out there everywhere. You're never, ever going to escape agents. So they are just an agency, basically. Personally, I don't get the whole thing about elite management myself, but people will make of it what they will. But both signings have been orchestrated by them. Well, not orchestrated, obviously Flynn's had his targets. Ryan Taylor is known to us, obviously. This defender from St Albans, he's got a point to prove now. Hopefully Marvel Ekpatita, who we picked up from non-league as well, will also prove that point. There are definitely people down Hungerford who think he's definitely good enough to be a good League 2 centre-back. So hopefully it will be the same with David Long King. Just saying that there's a good job that the second part of that double barrel wasn't Johnson, because that would have been open to an awful lot of ridicule. Yeah, but like I was saying, signings, it's good. It's good, that these signings are getting over the line now. Obviously, there is money there, and it's proving it now. We haven't just had to recruit from our own youth to fill the squad. We're actually filling the squad, but it is disappointing to see one going in the opposite direction. Did Corey going mean that we could fund Ryan Taylor? Did O'Brien coming off the books mean that we could fund Long King? Don't know. Hopefully there's money there for some signings and we haven't got to see people go out the door, because at the end of the day we're supposed to swell our ranks, not maintain them, because as it stands, we get one injury. No, we get two injuries and we can't put out a full bench. That's not a good situation. We've either got to trust in some of the youth players, like Joe Woodowis could be promoted, and given the opportunity to shine on the Football League stage. He may not be ready for it yet. But I'll make the point about our youth academy. I'm not going to slag off our academy at all, because I'm a big fan of our academy. But Exeter have yet again sold for an undisclosed fee into one of the top two divisions. A teenager, 16-year-old midfielder, has moved to Aston Villa for an undisclosed fee. Don't know what that undisclosed fee is. It might be a similar thing to Regan Poole at Man United, but since Regan Poole at Man United, I think then, Aaron Collins went to Wolves. How many players have we sold for money to a team in the top two divisions? From my memory, unless it's serving me wrong at the moment, I don't think we have. So I know there was a point where the youth was a good a good feed of bright young talent. At one point it looked as though we got a whole bunch of them coming through. We had Liam Angel, Jay Falston, we've had Dom Jeffries, we've had Finley Wood, we had Kieran Parcell, Modu Toure, Reece Kavanagh. All these players being bigged up. Now obviously Lewis Collins we've kept hold of. All these players were being bigged up. I mean bigged up. and then all of a sudden none of them play for us anymore. You know, and I mean, it's not as if we sold any of them to actually make any money. So what I'm wondering is what's going on with the academy. If we bumped up to a level 3, then surely we're in a position where we should be able to attract, you know, the kind of calibre of youngsters that Exeter are attracting at the moment. Because surely Devon isn't just, you know, a mill of talented footballers. I mean, South Wales has kicked out its fair share of good footballers. So where are we going wrong on it? I think since Regan Poole, we haven't really picked up any great talent. So we'll see what the academy has in store for us. Hopefully there's a batch. I know we just took on a batch of scholars for the main academy team. Hopefully there's some bright talent in amongst that. But yeah, it's positive today. Signings are good. Tomorrow we got the third kit being released. Hopefully it'll go better than the away kit. To be honest with you, since the away kit was released, it's warmed on me a little bit. Now I've been seeing people wearing it. I'm not sure if I'm buying it yet, but I will buy some kits at least. Looking forward to seeing what the third kit looks like, and of course the home kit to follow. Although I know I shared something on the county chat regarding the likeness of the design of the kit and the design of a flag of a far right group in America who want to restore the Confederacy and, you know, restore the Southern States as an independent nation. That's just absolute crap. Personally, I wouldn't want to associate with a group like that. I only shared that to point out, you know, we've basically got their flag as a kit. Not that that was what we were going for, of course not. I'd never think that. But it was brought up on the recent board minutes that there was an online racist sort of incident, and I'm wondering if they're trying to tie that up at the moment. But, you know, I think people know that that would not be the case as far as I'm concerned. But the away kit, like I said, you know, it's unfortunate that the designs match, but like I say, no one's going to really tie Newport County with, you know, an American far right group. So, you know, like I said, the away kit is starting to warm on me a fair bit more now. But I'm saying hopefully the third kit will come out tomorrow and the majority will like it. You're never going to please everybody. There's going to be some people out there, for some reason, will say they just don't like it. Me, I've never really been that fussy on football kits. You know, a football kit's a football kit. But then that big X just didn't look good for me. But like I said, I'm warming up to it somewhat. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully these 2 signings today are the first of a few. And amidst rumours that Kevin Ellison is training with the club, well, I think it's beyond rumours now. I think it's established that Kevin Ellison is in Newport at the moment training with us. You know, there is some photographic evidence that it's more than likely him. And people said that they've seen him and spoken to him. So I'd like if we'd sign him. I definitely would like if we'd sign him, because he brings more than just his ability to the table. There's the experience that he has, and the fact then that he's on our side against Morecambe, which may work well in our favour. And when I spoke to him, obviously, if you watch the 1-to-1, he can do a job still. You know, he's certain of it that he can do a job, and if we see it in the training now, or Flinney sees it in training and thinks, yeah, he still can do a job, I wouldn't be surprised to sign him. And at the end of the day, if he's still fit, doesn't matter if he's 41 years old, really doesn't matter. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Cheerio for now, and as always, up the county. Many thanks for watching the latest content on the Amber Army channel. Please make sure you leave us a like. Make sure you subscribe for more content, both for the neutral football fan and also plenty of Newport County. Even more Newport County content can be found on the club's iFollow channel on the link above. It is just £4.49 per month to subscribe to that service. And those of you feeling extra generous can also support us on Patreon on the link at the bottom there. That would be a monthly donation of your choice. Thank you again. Make sure you've subscribed, and as always, up the county.